Going through college, I didn't really have much of a plan, in all honesty. I started out in nursing and then transitioned to ministry and then counseling. And I finally settled on a major because everyone told me that it was something I'd be good at. I wound up taking a job in medical recruiting. As the months went by, it got difficult going every single day. And my boss would ask how I was doing and check in on me. And I always tried to be upbeat and tell her that I was doing great, but inside I really wasn't. About 6, 8 months in, I started having these anxiety attacks because I wasn't happy and it wasn't my passion and it wasn't where my heart was at. And that was difficult for me because I've never really had a passion in the first place. So I didn't really know where to look or even where to start as far as finding something else. And so my time with the Lord started to suffer. I really wasn't reading, praying, spending time with the Lord, having quiet time. It just wasn't something that was appealing to me, and everything felt kind of empty at that point. It got to a point one day where my boss asked me how I was feeling, and I was really honest with her that I just was not happy there and I couldn't continue. I gave her some notice, a few months to find a replacement, and I started to disconnect from the work that I was doing, disconnect from my coworkers, disconnect from everything. And so that resulted in me actually being let go ahead of the time that I was supposed to leave that job. In the time of not having work, during that time was really when I got to spend time with the Lord because I had kind of undivided attention. So it allowed me to really learn what it is to be still, having that time to read and pray and study. And the more I did that, the more peace I started to feel, even though my circumstances were kind of all over the place. I still had no idea where I was going. I still had no idea what the Lord had for me. I went through college and I felt paralyzed, and then I went through a year and a half of working, and at the end of it, I felt the exact same way. And right now, I'm in a place where the Lord is starting to make things a little bit more clear, but it's still also hazy. But I think that the Lord has been so faithful, and He has worked so well in supplying me with peace and contentment, even though I'm not sure. So it makes things a little bit easier to deal with, even though I still don't really have a plan or idea of what's coming next.